Hello! For today's writing assignment, or the small writing assignment one, I'm going to be talking about my experience that I've had with digital communication. So, COVID-19 has interrupted many events and daily habits for everyone across the globe. There was a travel ban, people started working from home, and now it's essential to wear a mask in public settings. During March, when all of this was starting, my family and I found a way to celebrate my dad's birthday while still complying with COVID-19 restrictions, and we still enjoyed each other. My mom came up with the idea to do a surprise Zoom call with the family on my dad's side to wish him a happy birthday. We chose initially to do it over Zoom because the original plans were for relatives to come visit us in New Mexico from different states. But with the travel restrictions and fear of catching the virus, it was just safer to communicate digitally. We had communication with family from 3 different states during this call. Two sets of relatives from Colorado, a cousin from California, and then my grandparents from another part of New Mexico. As I briefly mentioned in my blog, as technology advances, the easier it is to use different platforms to share information. Potter also said that in media literacy. And I mentioned that just because instead of using the Zoom call, which would have required a little bit more of preparation and effort, we decided to use what was easiest and most accessible, which was FaceTime. Um, and it finally came down to the big surprise, and my dad was so impressed. We all surprised him, and he was so happy. He was happy because he was able to celebrate virtually with family in different states. This form of digital media was beneficial, especially during this call, because we were able to use filters and be silly with each other, send emojis and text messages, and just enjoy each other's company. This experience was nice because it was efficient, meaning there was no lag, or there was no lagging during the conversation, and it was almost like we were actually spending time together just from the comfort of our own homes. And this, like many other similar platforms, became essential during COVID. At the end of the call, after we hung up, my parents, who aren't owners of iPhones or any Apple products, and therefore don't have access to FaceTime, were so impressed and surprised about how easy this form of digital media was to use. FaceTime. I try to convince them all the time to get iPhones or some kind of Apple product because it is so user friendly and people of older generations find it easy to use. My grandparents, who were actually on the call, have an iPad and iPhone, and they use it all the time. They really like it. They love being able to get in touch with someone who's out of state or even who's in state. Just get in touch with anybody uh, that easily. And it was also nice to use a different form of digital communication than what my parents are used to, which they're used to Skype, and it was nice because it taught my parents something different, and it was still calming enough for my whole family to use, despite the age and generation differences. Overall, the use of digital media is essential. I've loved sharing this experience because it allowed me to tell all of the benefits, and I can say that for this event, there was no drawbacks other than the fact that we couldn't see my family in person. But on the bright side, we did save money and time. And that was my experience with digital communication. Thank you.